Off to a really good start, best start for the program through 25 games. What do you owe that success to? And, what does it mean to, have that, I guess, going for you guys, that record?
I mean, it means a lot. I don't think, like you just said that, I had no clue. And so I think that's one of the things, like every game we're not playing to be like, okay, guys, we want to be the best program. We want to be this, this, and this. Like, we want what we're doing now. We want the success in May. And so our big focus right now is like every game to be so focused on the one we're playing. But also, I mean, it is cool to step back and be like, wow, this is really cool. Like, I think for the game of softball, you just kind of want to get the name out there. So it's really cool when we're here and we're doing well. We want more fans to come out. And so if like that's such a big part, like if we're doing well, more people are going to come. And so
I don't think Taylor knew this, but win number 700 for the program overall. What does it mean to hit that milestone?
Really? Wow, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, wow, he's giving me all these new things today. No, that's really cool. Wow, that's so crazy how that's 700. It's really cool to be like a part of that, even over the past 4 years, just to say that like I've been a part of those games. And so, wow, 700, that's a lot. That's awesome.
You look back at the last 3 years and then heading into this year, the record of the program, it seems like it continues to improve. What does it mean to be a part of that? And over your time here, I guess, how have you kind of seen the program grow?
No, a lot. It's kind of funny. We'll talk about my freshman year and how different the teams were every year. And so it's really cool, like, every year to see, like, individually us grow, but as a team, like, people will leave and people will come. So it's really cool to see, like, it's the program that gets elevated and not, like, we don't depend on one person. And so even now we think about the things we get and stuff, it's, like, really cool where it's like, oh, man, like, 3 years ago that wasn't a thing. And hopefully, like, 10 years from now, like, the program is so big where they're just getting anything, like, and all this kind of stuff. So it's really cool to be a part of and something we want to keep growing. So.
Sticking with this series now, first 2 games of the series, it seemed like you guys left a number of runners on base. I believe 9 that first game, 8 yesterday. Started like 1 of 12 with runners in scoring position yesterday, but today got those bats going. What was the biggest key in that, and how important is that, heading into a big-time matchup tomorrow night?
Yeah, no, that's super important because, like, thankfully in these games we could get away with that, but we kind of talked about that with Coach Cheat earlier and how that's just kind of like not something that's acceptable for us that we want. And so I think today we just kind of got our crap together essentially, and we just kind of, I think sometimes we get too big, like if there are runners on base where it's like we have to do this, instead of individually being like, okay, how can I do my job at this moment? And so I think today we did that really well and we executed. So.
You scored 6 runs this weekend. Yes, more info. What does that say about your teammates after you get on base, moving you around and bringing you home?
It says a lot because, like, essentially I can't really do my job well if they're not scoring me. And so it makes me feel great that I could be like a small part to team success, because it's like my thing in my head every time I bat, I'm like, how can I get on base? Whether it be I get hit or I walk or if I get a hit. And so it's kind of frustrating if I'm on first and then I'm like, oh man, I got stranded. So it's really nice when whoever's behind me, I can trust them and be like, okay, it's okay. Like, I'll do whatever I can, whether it takes me to steal to get to second or whatever, just to be in score position. And it's like I'm there, like giving them like a little pattern. I'm like, okay, here we go. Please help score me. So.
I'm good.